Time is running out for Joel Embiid. Playoffs after playoffs after playoffs, he has failed to make the NBA Finals. He's failed to even make the Eastern Conference Finals. And this season, this is his last shot to do it. If he doesn't at least make the conference final this year, it's it. The Joel Embiid era in Philly is over. But before I talk about this season, let's talk about the past playoff experiences Joel Embiid has had. Starting off in his first playoffs. Joel Embiid's first playoffs was in the 2018 season. Embiid in his first playoff run averaged 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. Not too bad. But after beating the Heat in 5 games, him and the Sixers will lose to the Celtics in 5 games. In that Boston Celtics series, Embiid will average 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists. But he will have shoulder splits of 44, 23, and 71. And in Game 5 of this series, Embiid will have 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. And with that, he would tackle on 3 blocks. But the bad part about this game was, Embiid will have a total of 4 turnovers. And he would go 0 for 4 from 3. And with that, that would put an end to Joel Embiid's first playoff run. Now let's head to the second playoff run. During Embiid's second playoff run in the first round, he will play the Brooklyn Nets. And in this round, the Sixers and Embiid will win in 5 games. And in this round, Embiid will average 24 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks on 50, 23, and 80 shooting splits. That was a dominant performance by Embiid. But now let's head to the second round. So in this series, Embiid and the Sixers will play the Toronto Raptors, led by Kawhi Leonard. So since it was such a pivotal moment in Embiid's playoff career, let's go game by game with this. Starting off with Game 1. So in Game 1 of the series, Joel Embiid will have 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists, while shooting 27, 33, and 83. And him and the Sixers will go on to lose this game, with the score being 108-95. That was just a horrible performance by Joel Embiid. The guy could not buy a bucket this game. But let's move on to Game 2. In Game 2 of this series, Joel Embiid will have 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, with shooting splits of 28, 0, and 100. Another absolutely horrible game for Embiid. That's 2 in a row. But luckily, him and the Sixers were able to win this game, with the score being 94-89. And now we'll move on to Game 3. Now, here we are, Game 3. In Game 3, Joel Embiid will have 33 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 blocks, with shooting splits of 50, 75, and 92. Now that's what you call a bounce back game. And in Game 3, him and the Sixers will win this game, with the score being 116-95. And now they go up 2-1 in this series. With that being said, let's head on to Game 4. In Game 4, Embiid will have 11 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He filled the stat sheet. But for his shooting splits, it would be 28, 0, and 70. And with that, him and the Sixers will lose this game, with the score being 101-96. And now the series is tied 2-2 apiece. Now going to Game 5. In Game 5, Embiid will have 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. And he will have 8 turnovers. And his shooting splits will be 50, 33, and 50. And his team will get absolutely blown out, with the score being 125-89. And now they're down 3-2 in the series, headed into Game 6. Now, Game 6 with the Sixers season on the line. In Game 6, Joel Embiid will have 17 points, 12 rebounds, assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. But he will also have 5 turnovers. But despite having those 5 turnovers, Joel Embiid will still be a plus 40 in the plus or minuses. And him and the Sixers will be able to win this game, with the score being 112-101. And now they have advanced to Game 7. And in Game 7, we all know what happened. So let's advance to Joel Embiid's next playoffs. In the 2020 playoffs, Joel Embiid will go against his daddy, the Boston Celtics. In this series, Joel Embiid will average 30 points, 12 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block, while having shooting of 45, 25, and 81. But although having a great series, him and the Sixers will get swept, and now they're out of the playoffs. So let's head to the 2021 playoffs. So in the 2021 playoffs, in the Eastern Conference semifinals, the Embiid-led Sixers will go against the Trae Young-led Hawks. And in this series, Joel Embiid will have a complete meltdown. At one point in Game 7, the Sixers will have a huge lead. But then the Hawks came back, making 22 of 28 free throws, and ended up winning the game. But all in all, Embiid didn't have a bad series. In this series, Embiid will average 30 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks, while having shooting was a 46, 35, and 81. But now let's head to the 2022 playoffs. So, in the semifinals of the 2022 playoffs, Joel Embiid and the Sixers will go against the Miami Heat, led by Jimmy Butler. And in this series, Embiid will have a complete meltdown. In this series, Embiid will average 19 points and 9 rebounds. You telling me an MVP candidate is only averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds? He completely shut down during the second round. And as you can see, this has clearly been a pattern. Embiid in the first round, a player who looked like a spectacular player, but once he hit the second round, he looked like Jared Allen in the playoffs. But now let's move on to today. As I speak, today, the Sixers will most likely play the Boston Celtics in the second round. And as we've seen in the past, the Celtics own Embiid. So it looks like again, Embiid will lose in the second round. And I don't think we should trust the process anymore. It seems like the EMBIID era in Philly is coming to an end. I mean, how long can Embiid want to lose in the second round? Like I said earlier in the video, he has yet to even make an Eastern Conference Finals. That is sad. It's hard to even say he's the best big man in basketball. Because Giannis, he has 2 MVPs in the NBA championship, and Nikola Jokic, he has 2 MVPs. While Embiid, he's most likely going to get his first MVP this season, but he still has yet to make it out the second round. That is upsetting. And I'll say this, EMBIID era in Philly is over. I'll say in the next year or two, Embiid would definitely be on a different team. Unless somehow, just somehow, the Sixers are able to beat the Celtics and somehow beat the team they face in the Eastern Conference Finals to make it to the finals. But if they lose in the second round again this year, the EMBIID era in Philly is over. But that's all I got for the video. Hey, if you made this far in the video, might as well like and sub. Or don't, that's a choice. But that's all I got for the video. I am out.